Hey, what's up guys? Dude in Blue here. Today I am posting that Sprite video that I promised you guys. I know it's a little bit late, but that's okay, because it's better late than never. So in this video I'm going to be talking about the best 3 sprites for builds and the worst 3 sprites for builds, and same with 0 builds. So with that, let's get straight into it. Okay, let's go. And yes, I know this is not Battle Royale, this is Reload. I know there is no sprites in Reload, it's just Battle Royale lobbies are really sweaty right now, so I'm doing Reload. But, I mean, technically there are sprites in Reload because of the John Wick sprite. But yeah. So I've officially gotten every sprite in the game, which is 117, and I have them all mastered. So I have a full, complete sprite collection. I don't have max sprite dust, but I'm gonna try to get that before the end of the season. So hopefully I do. But if I don't, it's okay. I completed the main part. So first, I'm gonna start with the best and the worst 3 sprites for builds, because I play builds more than 0 builds. So, yeah. The first best sprite for builds, I would say, was definitely the Pollo sprite. I'm choosing the Pollo sprite because it gives you Siphon after an elimination, and Siphon after a really intense build fight is really good to have, just in case if you get rushed right after and don't have like the time to heal, you'll get a little bit of that health to help you with your next fight. So that's why I think the Pollo sprite's really good for builds. Now this one might be the second best, might be a little controversy for this one, but I would have to say the second best for builds would be the boss sprite. I know some of you guys may disagree, but the boss sprite with that extra health boost, it is really, really helpful for fights and even just to help you with your game if you're not like that good. So, boss sprite's definitely number 2. Wow. Okay. Yeah, boss sprite's definitely number 2. Like, right there, that would have been a good demonstration of having the boss sprite, because it would have helped me a lot right there. And then the third and final best sprite for builds for me would have to be the oh my god, I can't remember the name. Oh, the punk sprite. This one also might be a little controversial, but the punk sprite, once you get that thing to level 5, the infinite ammo is just so nice, because you don't have to worry about finding ammo boxes or needing a refresh on ammo. So it's always good to find a max level punk sprite. So yeah, those are my 3 best for builds. Now, my 3 worst for builds would have to be starting with number 1 would be the Fishy Sprite, which gives you the ability of having faster movement speed in water. Now, faster movement speed in water is not that helpful at all. I'm gonna be so honest with you. That it's the fishy sprite's probably one of the worst sprites in the game. 'Cause, yeah, no one's gonna be swimming for the entire game, right? So definitely not the best sprite to carry on your back or to have in that extra inventory space, unless if you need it for your sprite index. Yo, like I thought he could kill me. Really? I'm landing back. That's a mistake. Now, the second worst sprites for me in zero builds would have to be, or not in zero builds, sorry, builds would have to be the, oh my god, can't think of these names right now. Would have to be the fire sprite. The fire sprite, it's a decent ability of lighting a fire when you deal enough damage to an opponent. It's just really annoying because if you like block someone or you're fighting someone close in a build battle, you can catch yourself on fire, which is kind of annoying. So definitely would not recommend picking up the boss sprite in builds because it is not the greatest sprite and it's really annoying when you get caught on fire. Especially if you're using wood too. The wood just burns up. And then it can like chop you down. And then the final worst sprite for builds would have to be the dream sprite. This one might be a little bit crazy for some of you guys, but it's just annoying because when you level it up, it makes like a big like sound effect and then gives you like loot. And let's be honest, the loot from it most of the times is not that great. Like one time I got like minis from it and it's like, yeah. So I wouldn't recommend picking up the Dream Sprite. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. But yeah. Alright, now for builds. The best sprite for builds for me would have to be the boss sprites. Now, I know a lot of you guys would agree with that because if you get that thing at max level in zero build, you're a tank. You're just a tank. Like 300 HP in total. Like that is insane. You can just push every fight and not have to worry about a single thing. I don't want this guy getting a supply drop. Yep, there we go. And then the second best sprites for me in zero builds would have to be the striker sprite. I recommend the striker sprite because movement in zero build is one of the main things in zero build. Like you always need movement in zero build to either rotate to zone, rotate to cover because you can't build, stuff like that. So it is really good to have because if you get that thing to level 5, you can have the overdrive effect. I think it's like for like 30 seconds when you mantle. So you can just keep finding stuff to mantle to have like infinite movement and it is insane. So definitely would recommend the striker sprites for zero builds. And now the third best sprite for zero builds in my opinion, even though I don't play much zero build, I also did ask a lot of friends who play zero build of what they think. And a few of them did say the dream sprites because the dream sprites, if you level it up, it gives you loot, as I told you guys before. but it does have a chance of giving you brick-a-bunkers or porta-bunkers, which are really good to carry around in zero build, especially for the movement, or not movement, sorry, for the cover, because you can't build inside of zero builds, obviously. So, definitely really good to have the Dream Sprite, since you have that chance of getting brick-a-bunkers. And look, I've played zero build a few times. I never got a single brick-a-bunker. Never. I never did. I don't know if they're just rare to find or what, but I never found a single brick-a-bunker. Nope. I need to dip. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, Dream Sprite's definitely really good. And now, for worst 3, number 1 would have to be the... Fishy Sprite again. Because let's be so for real, no one's gonna be swimming in water for movement. I'm sorry. With the like pocket grenades, pocket mini crash pads, and with the overdrive grenades, which are really easy to find for some weird reason. I don't know why, but overdrive grenades are just everywhere. And builds and zero builds. So, Fishy Sprite, pretty useless. The second worst sprite for builds for me would have to be the... Hold on, let me cook. I messed that up completely. Okay. Hold on, let me lock in chat. Wow. Okay. Okay. So yeah, second worst sprite for zero builds would have to be the Aura Sprite. I'm saying the Aura Sprite because I know movement is key in zero build, but the Aura Sprite, when you get the dashes, you can't pull out your glider. So if you fall, I mean, I guess you do have the dashes, but it is annoying when you want to glide and move away or like rotate faster. Oh, I'm a tank. Oh my god. I have 100 overshield. Okay. And then the third and final worst sprites for me in zero builds would have to be the duck sprite. I'm saying the duck sprite because the healing time for the duck sprite when you emote is so slow, and you have to emote for the heals. So it's really not that great considering the fact that there's not much cover in zero build. I mean, you do have like buildings and stuff obviously, but there's no builds like that you can actually build to cover yourself. So, yeah. Alright, well, that's my sprite tier list for best 3 and worst for builds and zero builds. Comment down below if you agree with this or disagree, or if you would make some changes to it. I personally think that this is pretty valid. So with that being done, let's get into finishing this game and getting the dubs. Let's get this dubs. Oh, last guy. Come on. I didn't make it all this way just to lose in the end. I got this. I got this. I have really good HP too, so I should be good. Alright, chat, let's go. Playing safe. I don't have that great of mats actually, so. Ooh. Don't judge those. That was terrible shots right there. Oh, nice. Little 80. Let's go! Easy W's. Let's go, chat. Alright, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!